Eggs. Eggs, eggs, eggs. 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 Why are there so many eggs? Most of us have heard about Deltarune's secret room by now. Run back and forth here enough times until you see this tree, and get a weird egg from a mysterious man hiding behind it. Once he gives up the egg, he vanishes. The egg can either be dropped, or taken to Asgore's flower shop and placed in the fridge. It used to be that when you checked the fridge, it would read, "All that's inside is a jar with a single pickle in it." Checking the fridge after adding the egg will say that there are 2 eggs. Additionally, starting from the last save point of that file, return to the world of light, drop the egg, and check again to see that the pickle jar is back, but with only 1 egg this time. This actually isn't the first time we've had an opportunity to encounter an unseen man in a tree. Before turning off the fog in Undertale's True Lab, the player can check the refrigerators to get a few bits of dialogue, including the following from 2 fridges side by side in the middle of the room. There's something here, something in the shape of a man. There's something here. It feels like a tree ripe with delicious fruit. But we haven't heard of the fruit before, have we? Perhaps that really isn't an egg at all. This got me thinking about the enemy that also dwells in the True Lab, Memoryhead. The enemy is found with the amalgamates, but isn't made up of recognizable monsters like the rest of them. Its bullets are Gaster-like faces, but what's most interesting is that Memoryhead can put a piece of itself into your inventory, the item being called Bad Memory. When consumed normally, this item damages the player slightly. However, if the player has 3 HP or less, this item grants a full heal. Moving on to the Gaster followers, each of them recites a bad memory related to Gaster, aside from Clam Girl, who exists to foreshadow Susie's arrival in Deltarune, and Goner Kid, who is terrified of not existing, telling the player to forget them. In particular, this Gaster follower holds a round object with a face on it and says it's a piece of Gaster. Now to the point. What if that piece of Gaster is an egg? Rather, what if the egg is a bad memory? Is what happened to the pickle jar what happens when something or someone is exposed to the bad memory for too long? The vessel we attempt to create during Deltarune's survey is made up of body parts all labeled Goner in the files. If the Gaster followers recite bad memories, is the player truly meant to forget these memories, lest we suffer the consequences? No. No, we aren't. There is one message in the song of Deltarune's credits, as well as hidden in Sans' lab with the picture of the 3 smiling people. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. You see, Memoryhead has some interesting dialogue when you fight it, reading, well, this, which means something along the lines of teaching through pain in Latin. Only in the dark, or only when we're desperate with low HP, can we truly come to terms with these bad memories and heal. We learn and move on. And this will likely be the theme when the rest of Deltarune is completed. There's a bit more I'd like to point out. While the Temmie egg in Undertale is painted, the one in Deltarune is specifically mentioned to be black and white. Since everything related to Gaster is monochrome, that's pretty suspicious. Furthermore, assuming there's more to this egg here than just a weird joke in Papyrus's date, it would make sense for the Skeleton Brothers to carry their own bad memories, as they're usually theorized to be connected to Gaster in some way. But then, where's Sans' egg? Due to Papyrus stating that Sans has recently been baking quiche-like items, admittedly without eggs, and are probably pie recipes from Toriel, many have associated the abandoned quiche belongs to Sans. The echo flower found beside the quiche repeats the phrase, "I just wasn't ready for the responsibility." But there's not enough evidence to say anything specific about the eggs. Maybe I'm like my old English teachers and I just love metaphors too much. Only time will tell as we wait for the rest of Toby's story in Deltarune.